Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Want to welcome you to the September 17th, 2025 All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. I apologize for being a few minutes late. Didn't quite get to look up all the requests for this evening. I mean, I had a lot of records I showed you last week, but what happened was I got Bill Obe coming here tomorrow, and I had all my 60s stuff spread out here on the floor. So what did I decide to do yesterday, sometime in the afternoon? And plus I had to do some errands and whatnot. So I started to file I guess that you can call it accordion in. Okay, all the boxes that I had around that it takes me so long to look for the requests. Now, I did 39 boxes today. So those are the white boxes that you get from Bags Unlimited. So I accordioned in 30. Well, I had up to Marvin Gaye I had done. But I took records out of there for the last, 6 months? So I put all those back. I did some of that on Sunday, but then I said, well, of course, I found some old requests, but the other requests are down in the basement. So, and I'm getting records in the mail too. So I went on a kind of like a buying spree, and I went and filled. So some of you that I told you I did not have the record, I ended up buying them, and they were fairly cheap, I have to say. The most expensive record I bought, I think, was $25. I think that was it. So I bought some records, probably about 30 records possibly I did. I did it, I think I did it, I did it Sunday night. Anyway, because I decided to look, I said, well, let me check and see if these are available anywhere. So, I just, and they were all buy it nows. I made one offer, and I think the guy accepted it. It was one of Leonard Mancini's records, I think, on the Liberty label. But anyway, welcome to the Vinyltreasure Show. We open up with an interesting instrumental for Chris Reed, okay? Chris Reed requested this instrumental. Did you see the label that it was on? Could you guess who that was? Okay, if I gave you a hint. And I don't know, because I asked Charlene, I said, did he play an instrument? But he wrote the song. Okay, he wrote the song. So let me see. What could I give you as far as a song that he probably did? Okay, a song that he did was a big, big hit for him, was called I Don't Want to Cry. You know who that was? On the Wand record label. And this is a request for Chris Reed, with a singer from Latta, South Carolina. And that is an instrumental on the Wand record label from November 1965, Mr. Chuck Jackson. Now, I don't know if he played an instrument. I asked Grok, the artificial intelligence, if they knew anything about, I said, did Chuck Jackson, and you have to be specific when you ask it questions. So you have to say, I need to know if Chuck Jackson played an instrument on a song that he wrote. Okay, it was a B-side to Wand number 1105, a song called Yah, Y-A-H. And I think that it came back and it said, well, there's no record. I think it went to 45 Cat. There's no information that Chuck Jackson played on that record. And I said, well, he wrote the record. I said, you know anything about it? And they were like, no, they didn't know. But the flip side is called Good Things Come to Those Who Wait. That was the intended A side of the record. But this side called Yah, a song he wrote arranged by Bobby Scott. And that one there, by request for Chris Reed, came out in November of 1965. Anyway, so thank you all for being here. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It was funny last week. I have to post the show for KKSM out in California, because they're usually a week behind in the Saturday show that they air. So sometimes here we have a new stream. Those of you that are listening to Johnny G on hopefully You're hearing me on Oldies and More Radio. We are broadcasting now. I'm at a higher frequency. I think 192K is the frequency there. It wasn't 192. It was one down. So I switched that because this digital mixer has those. So it's actually, and I was really surprised about the sound quality coming from the show. Not that I'm boasting about it. It just sounded really good. Even if I played a bad record, it sounded good. But I had to re-record the show from last Saturday because it kind of skipped or whatever. But the one thing I did notice is, and I don't know if any of the listeners that tuned in on Saturday night knew, were there any like blips in the show? Because I was up late last night filing records till like 5 a.m. and it would stop for like 20 seconds and then go back. And I don't know if you've ever experienced that, those of you that watch on the YouTube stream, because I thought it was odd that there was a break, and I thought possibly because we've been having some trouble with the streaming on Oldies and More, if that possibly like shut it down or didn't allow the signal to continue. So I don't know. Let's hope tonight it's okay. But anyway, let us continue here. And there you go. We opened up with an instrumental by Chuck Jackson, November 65 on the WAN label. Charlene's got the 19th release. 19 of 37 releases for WAN Records. Y-A-H. How do you say that? Yay, I guess is how you say it. But anyway, that's for Chris Reed. And I picked 4 records to open up the show with tonight. And I don't know much about this. I posted this one on my Facebook wall. You can check it out. It's on a label called Lucky Lou. It looks like a Philadelphia label. I'll have to check it again. You can check it out. Supposedly it's from 66. It sounds like a little early. Actually, the group is out of Trenton, New Jersey. It's on Lucky Lou Henderson's Lucky Lou label. I don't know anything else about the group, but it's a pretty fast song, so you're going to throw your hips out with this one. It's by a group called the TNJs. I don't know what that stands for. The TNJs on the Lucky Lou label. We open up here with the vocal portion from 1966. It's called Two Girls, the TNJs. Here you go.
Tell me why do you do
Well, the odd thing about that record, I have to say, is that did they mention two girls at all in the title? I didn't hear them. Did they say two girls? I don't know if I missed it. Let me hold on a second. Let me just check it here. That is the intended A side of the record. It is. It's out of Trenton, New Jersey. Two girls. The other side's called "I Got It So Good." Okay. Anyway, there you go, 1966, sound of the TNJs on the Lucky Lou record label. Two Girls is the name of the tune, and I picked this next tune also because I like this song a lot, and I think she was a pretty cool singer, and she signed to a Berry Gordy Jr.'s VIP record label, and she was 17 years old at the time. She was born in Santa Cruz, California, and this is her first of three for the MOTOWN subsidiary VIP Records. This one written and produced by Berry Gordy Jr. Let's go to December of 1965. Give a listen to Chris Clark. Chris Clark on the VIP record label. And this is what my mother tells me. My father tells me when I leave to go out to get him something. Don't be too long. Chris Clark. Here you go. Go there. That's a great sound of Chris Clark here on the Vinyltreasure Show. I gotta lower my mic there. When I like the song, I raise it way up is what I do. But there you go, December 1965. I like that tune there by Chris Clark on the VIP record label. Her first of three on VIP. Song entitled "Don't Be Too Long." And gotta say hello to Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. You know, I do have people over in the UK that stay up to tune into this program here, and I really appreciate the guys and gals that do that. But we're going to do an instant request for Malcolm, who is in our YouTube chat. I mean, as I say, not like any of the other shows here. If there's a 45, Mark Speck is one to normally do that, but there are others in the chat room that have asked Johnny G to flip it over here. But we're going to flip over this 45 by Chris Clark. Clark. And, she's accompanied by the Lewis sisters on this. Bill Olb, do you have this record? I know Bill Olb has the records on the VIP record label, but the Lewis sisters are backing her up on this. And this is another Berry Gordy Jr. pen tune here. And the song is called Do Right, Baby, Do Right. So let's do an instant request right off the bat for Malcolm in our YouTube chat room. This is Chris Clark and the Lewis sisters on VIP with Do Right, Baby, Do Right for Malcolm. Here you go, Malcolm.
You better get yourself a woman who's gonna take your child. Get yourself a woman, 'cause I'm leaving you tonight. Oh, I got your baby, know where you're at. Fooling me, baby, don't like it like that. Kiss me, baby, that's what you do. Love me, I said love me, baby. Hey, love me, baby, like I love you. Come on, baby, yeah, come on, baby, yeah, come on, baby, yeah, come on. You know I need you. Oh, I need you, baby. Do right, baby, do right. Do right, baby, please. Do right, baby, do right, baby, do right by me. Oh, now listen, baby, come what may, but every dog is gonna have his day. Don't wait till you're down to run my way. Now's the time, I said now's the time, yeah, now's the time. I wanna hear you say, come on, baby, yeah, come on, baby, oh, come on, baby, yeah, come on,
Instant requests here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. That is the flip side of Don't Be Too Long, December 1965 release there for Chris Clark. Do Right, Baby, Do Right on the VIP record label. You know, some people just never do right. They always do wrong. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, if you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. My in-studio guest tomorrow afternoon will be Bill Olb. He's bringing some LPs. I have to practice a little bit with lining up the LPs tomorrow, 1950s and 60s. Well, maybe, I don't know if Bill has any. I didn't check for the dates, but they're unreleased material, records that you probably never heard before, but you are familiar with the groups. And Bill is as experience with some of the artists on there, so he's going to have some stories. So that's going to be an interesting show tomorrow, so tune in for that. I know many of you are in anticipation of that. Then I'll be back on Saturday evening. I have to do some, my father's got to get his tooth pulled on Saturday at 2 o'clock, so I have to I have to head out to Scarsdale and then end up back here. So I got to make sure I have all the stuff pulled out for Saturday. So if you have any requests, you can send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And I did a test. I tested some records on Sunday, and one I wanted to test was for one of the listeners, and I wasn't sure that YouTube was going to allow me to play it, and I was correct. They did not, because many people emailed me and said, Johnny, why can't I hear the Robert and Johnny song you announced? You know, We Belong Together. I said, because they won't let me play it, the owners of the content. And there was a record tonight that I was going to feature by Doris Troy. That is another one they won't let me play, a song called Just One Look. And because I went to my previous show the last time I played it, sometime last year, and it's muted out. So if you ever see me hold up a record and talk about it and then you don't hear it, that's because YouTube said you have to mute this record in order for your video to be seen worldwide. So I decided to give up on that record and then to have everyone else be able to tune into the program for the other songs. It's unfortunate, but those are the powers to be on this platform. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I picked this record up too. It's always cool, you know, finding records in the wild, you know, for 10 cents or 25 cents. You can't find that now. They're far and few between, although Gary in Alabama tells me he's been finding some cool stuff. But this is the this singer. Let me see. This singer from the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area was actually he had a record in 2018. Okay, on the Federal Green record label. I wonder if he's still around. I don't know. I didn't check. But he began recording back in 1961 for the Columbia record label, and also in 65 recorded for the 4Ks. Joined a group called the 4Ks with a release on the Shrine label. I have very few singles on the Shrine label. That is like a big Northern Soul label, by the way. But this one dates from September 1967. He recorded for the Brunswick record label. And this was a big #1 hit if you were tuned in to KDKO in Littleton, Colorado. Let's go to September 1967 and give a listen to Leroy Taylor. Leroy Taylor on the Brunswick record label. Do we have any Lindas tuned into the program? We'll send them out to Lindas that are tuned in, because the song is called Oh Linda. Here's Leroy Taylor. Here you go.
How much she means to me. Oh, Linda, I love
Here you go. That one there by the singer by the name of Leroy Taylor. Leroy Taylor, September 1967. It's on the Brunswick record label. Oh, Linda is the name of the tune. It's always fun to find records in the wild. At least it used to be fun. It might not be so much fun if you're paying lots and lots of money for 45s, because then it's not so much fun. But let us continue here for a Wednesday evening. And I've decided I wanted to play a record. This is my last one here, by the way. Although I'm going to send this one out to Bust the Bass because I know he likes this record, and I bet you he even remembers it when it came out on the charts. What were you doing in 1968, in March of 1968, when this record came out? And this was a 45 my aunt purchased that year, and it is a duet, and was their debut single and probably their biggest hit. And they are Peggy Stoutmeyer from Opp, Alabama, and Joseph M. Hewell from Phoenix City, Alabama, and they were known as Peggy Stott and Jojo Benson. This was their first of 7 for the SSS International record label. Who was this? Singleton involved with this, I think, possibly. This charted number 31 on Billboard, 22 on Cashbox, number 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned into WJIM in Lansing, Michigan, or WIGO in Atlanta, Georgia. And we'll send this one out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room, March 68. Peggy Scott and Jojo Benson, and they're going on A Lover's Holiday. Here you go. Yeah, they don't. Do they make records like that anymore? So cool hearing that record on your transistor radio back in 1968. There you go, Peggy Scott and Jojo Benson. Their first of 7 on the SSS International record label there. And we'll send that one out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. It's called Lover's Holiday is the name of the tune. Again, if you're new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. That's the only way to keep the copyright police away. And they will be coming after Johnny G tonight, so I have to elude them as much as possible. But let us continue here. And on that little test show, it looks like Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He says, Johnny G, you played a record I really like, and I'd like to request it on the Wednesday night show. I said, well, that's a cool thing. And again, I told you I played Robert and Johnny. I had the box up here, and I said, well, this is a cool record. I remember buying it from Mike Layton for 25 cents many, many moons ago. This group from the Bronx, New York, in the 1950s, they signed with High Weiss's Old Town record label. They had 16 releases on Old Town Records between 1956 and 1962. We Belong Together, their biggest hit, which is a great record. Really, I wish I can play it. But they also recorded on the Barry label. I think that was a subsidiary of Old Town Records. And this one's on Sue Records, okay? And they both get writer credit, I think, on this. Robert Carr and Johnny Mitchell, arranged by Bert Keys, released in August of 1963. This is going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Robert and Johnny, it's called Brown Pretty Brown Eyes. This is for Adrian. Here you go.
She's got such pretty brown eyes. They're the kind that hypnotize. They seem to be able to look inside, separate the truth from a lie. You can talk about the Japanese, but they don't have eyes like these. Oh no. I promise in so much love. I've always been fascinated by love, penetrating eye, enchanting eye. Two pupils they call eyes, causing all this trouble inside. Oh yeah. I've got most of my girls by telling them lies, but with her I don't even want to try. Anyway, her eyes could separate the truth from a lie. Pretty brown eyes, they do like the cobra's eye. That hypnotize, that paralyze. I looked over, seen that pretty head, started to look down at her legs. Never got past those eyes. You can talk about the Japanese, but they don't have eyes like these. Oh no.
Yes, going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Robert and Johnny, a late one by them, released in August of 1963. It's on Juggy Murray's Sue Records out of New York City. Brown, Pretty Brown Eyes is the name of the tune. Johnny G's got brown eyes. I do, although I cannot see as well as I used to. It was funny. I fell asleep on the couch on, it was Sunday night, and I was tired, so I got up because I was watching a game. I conked out, and I couldn't see. You know what? Because of the cataracts, I could not read. You know the ticker tape on the bottom. It was some sport thing was on, and I'm going, I can't see nothing. So I was like, this isn't good. And then this morning I had to take the car to get an oil change and the inspection. So I was like, I'm driving and I'm like, well, this isn't good. So maybe my brown eyes are ripe now to be scalpeled. Maybe they are. Johnny G doesn't know, but let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. Here's a flip side request. Actually, two people requested this. Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room is a flip side from last week. And also Mark McHugh from the UK. I think the first thing he does is he tunes into the program. I wasn't able to post any label scans. I only was able to post two. This was the second one. I said, let me post something because I'm behind. But a lot of the listeners in the UK, they don't stay up late like some of you do, and they tune in the early morning, probably while they're eating their breakfast, and they tune into the show. I have to thank those people that promoted my show. And I know a lot of them, because everything I play is not really a northern sound, but listen, they're not only into northern records, they're also into general soul records, the different types of soul music that I feature here on the program. So I really have to thank those people that promote me and follow me and comment on my YouTube page and send me their emails. I've had some great back and forth with a lot of the old-time Northern Soul dancers that were out there in the late 60s, early 70s, telling me about how they found the records and what were the top hits and how the DJs used to fight amongst themselves. They didn't want to show what their record was, so they would mar the labels and whatnot. So it was kind of like a competition out there. Okay, I don't know if it's so much a competition here in the U.S. Some guys think they want to compete or whatever, but I don't do that. Johnny G's a quiet, subtle DJ. But let's play this flip side here. I featured this group from Dallas, Texas. They are second of three on the Smash record label, The Festivals. The side I played last week was called You've Got the Makings of a Lover. And that was a request for listener Avatar. Now, Mark Speck in our YouTube chat and also Mark McHugh over in the UK requested the flip. Let's give it a spin here. These are The Festivals, May 1967 on Smash. It's called High... Okay, if you want to call Johnny G this, but I don't know. High, wide, and handsome. These are the Festivals for Mark and Mark. Here you go.
So high, so high, so high. My love is high and wide for you. It's so high and wide for you. High, wide, and handsome, 10 feet tall. 10 feet tall. That's my love for you. My love for you. Cream of the crowd, don't ever stop. My love is high and wide for you. It's so high and wide for you. And it's so high. High, high. It's so high. My love is high and wide for you. It's so high and wide for you. Do, 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 do. So high. Do, 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 do. So high. Do, 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 do. So high. My love is high and wide for you. It's so high and wide for you. Big as a mountain, tall as a tree. Tall as a tree. That's my love for you. My love for you. Top of the morning, I'm giving you My love is high and wide for you, and it's so high, high, high. It's so high. My love is high and wide for you. It's so high and wide for you. Do 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 do. So high. Do 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 do. So high. Do 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 do. So high. My love is high and wide for you. It's so high and wide for you. Do, 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 do.
There you go, the sound of the festivals there. Festivals on the Smash record label. That one there by request for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat. And also Mark McHugh will be tuning into this program in the wee hours of our morning, but in the early morning of his time. They go, the festivals with High, Wide, and Handsome. May 1967, the second of three. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat. And we go back to the Motown sound for this great group out of Detroit, Michigan. First recording for the Tri-Fi record label back in 1961. And this was their third release, though, on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown record label. And this tune written by Johnny Bristol, produced by Harvey Fuqua. Of course, when they bought out, when Berry Gordy Jr. bought out Tri-Fi Records, everybody went over to the Motown empire, and that included Harvey Fuqua. He ended up getting a big job with Berry Gordy Jr. But this one released in March of 1966. Let's give a listen to the Spinners, early Spinners here on the Motown label. Bobby Smith is on lead, and this is going out to Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. It's called Where Is That Girl? The Spinners.
Where is that girl I left behind me? I hope that she still cares about me. I let her go once before, because this world I wanted to explore. And now that I've done it, I found out that she is all the world to me. She stayed on my mind every hour. The smell of her perfume was in every flower. She was in every face I'd see. She was my strength when I was weak. So I've got to find her, no matter how long it takes, or else my heart will break. Well, when I find her, I'll forget about tomorrow. No longer will there be pain and sorrow. On my knees, I'll beg her to return. I'll let her know the lesson I've learned. And if she forgives me, I'll put my pride aside, lay my head down and cry. Well, gotta find my baby. Won't somebody tell me? I wanna know, I wanna know. Tell me won't somebody help me? Well, now tell me where is that girl? I
There you go. Sound of the Spinners here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room there. That was, what did I say that was? That was their third release for the MOTOWN record label. The Spinners with Where Is That Girl? I'm going to answer who made a comment in the chat room there that I saw. Mark Boyd, you said that your smash records all have a little hole in it. Well, that is a BB hole. And that BB hole was put in by the label owners, probably over up in Chicago, or wherever they were returned back to the label. They need to do something to the label and do something, either make a hole in it, drill a hole in it, stamp on it, no return, do something to mar that label because they don't want those returned again for credit. So what happens is anybody can go and repurchase these records at a really cheap price. That's why they would end up in Woolworths or Caldors or Alexander's in their cutout. They called them cutout bins. They did the same thing with LPs. If you find an LP that the edge is cut off or they cut in a little square in it, that's because so the LP doesn't get returned back to the record company for credit. They don't want to give out double credit. And it's funny because when I was working at Sony BMG, that they would do the same thing with CDs. So the CDs would be returned and they would go into, they allowed me to order 6 CDs a month. And I was there for 6 years. So I was ordering 6 CDs a month for 6 years. And they wouldn't let me order those big box sets, but I would tell my boss, Brian Kelleher, I says, Brian, order this VJ box set for me. It's got some things I want on that. And I have them downstairs. I've never opened them. I still have them. But they would mark them. They'd have like a little kind of melt thing on the side of the jewel case. You know, the jewel case that the CD comes in. They would mar it somehow. They would scratch it or burn it or singe it or do something. But that's why your records have NR on it. You can get the MOTOWN. What is the MOTOWN ones read? What is that? DR that they do not return or whatever. But that's what that is. The BB hole is that it was returned and resold. Somebody told me, oh, they're from the jukebox. No, they're not from the jukebox. I mean, they may be scratched because they were returned and whatnot. You know, if you handle records, they'd get kind of scratchy and whatnot. But anyway, let us continue here for a Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request now for L.A. Arch. And you know how Johnny G's feelings are for styrene 45s, as this is a styrene 45 found in the wild. So it's okay, but it could be better. But anyway, we stay in Detroit for this singer. His name is James J. Barnes, but you know him as J.J. Barnes, first recording back in 1960 with his group called the Delphis for the label called Cable Records, K-A-B-L-E, which I do have in the collection, by the way. Other releases followed on Rich and McKay's, and also on Ring. He's got a great one on the Ring label. Also Rick Tick. He's got some great records on Rick Tick that I have featured here on the program. But this is his first of 2 on Don Davis's Groovesville label, and a song he co-wrote with the label owner. This is arranged by Mike Terry. This charted number 61 on Billboard, 50 on the Cashbox chart, 9 on the R&B chart. And this was a big #1 record if you were tuned in to WMBM in Miami, Florida from April 67. Let's give a listen to J.J. Barnes. This is for L.A. Arch. It's called Baby, Please Come Back Home. Here you go, J.J. Barnes.
Just can't stand it. Broke your heart and I'm gone. I'm doing, baby, please come back home. You'll never treat you wrong. I can't stand it, darling. I can't stand it, baby. Been left all alone. Oh, baby, please.
There you go. That one there going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Listen, I always would say if I told you, didn't tell you to that was a mystery oldie there, you would say that sounds like Marvin Gaye. I think he was trying to sound like Marvin Gaye. I have to tell you, that's what I say, but no. His name is J.J. Barnes. That one there going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. April 1967 on the Groovesville record label. Baby, Please Come Back Home is the name of the tune. L.A. Arch, you have that 45 in your jukebox? Maybe you do. Is Johnny G here on a Wednesday? Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. I found 2 of Warren's requests this week, and this was one of them. This singer, I think, is out of Pennsylvania, and this singer is the nephew of singer-actress Ethel Waters, and he had a release on the Burnlow label in 1957, which is a Philadelphia label, and then another in 1960 for ABC Paramount, but he did 3 on the MGM record label, and this was his last release that Warren requested, and this is conducted by Sammy Lowe. And so I tell you collectors, when I'm looking at records out in the wild or at a record show or whatever, I look for specific orchestra leaders, and that kind of dictates what records I'm going to buy. And especially if they're on the cheap side, I'm going to buy the record if I see Sammy Lowe 9 times out of 10. But this has a 1961 Matrix, but it was released in July of 1962 by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room, Mr. Junior Waters. Junior Waters on the MGM record label. The song is called Turn Away from July 1962. Here you go, Warren.
Turn away, lonely eyes from her pretty face. Turn away, lonely arms, don't reach for her embrace. Turn away, lonely shoes, don't follow her down the street. Turn away from her lips that kissed you sweet. Say hello, nothing more. If she looks at you, just hello, and then go before the hurt shows through. Turn away, lonely fool. You know she said goodbye. Turn away, and go on home and cry. Turn away. She said goodbye. Turn away, turn away, and go on home and cry.
you go. That one there going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's sound of Junior Waters. Junior Waters, Junior Waters from, from May of 1962. It's on the MGM record label. Turn Away is the name of the tune. Johnny G, not turning away, not for a Wednesday evening. I might have to turn away from the Thursday shows. Well, I just might not be able to keep up with it every week. Maybe I think I might have to revert back to every other week again, because it's sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming with all the things that I have on my plate, and it's not only show related, it's other things that kind of get involved. I have to do a lot of stuff around the house here that has to get done, and I keep on putting it on the back burner. So that is a problem when I'm everything here now in the home. So I might have to do that show. I don't want to not do it at all, because I do want to have guests come in here on the Thursday afternoon show. And plus, it's a treat for a lot of the people that can't watch me live at this time because they go to bed early. A lot of people watch me I get lots of people that tune into, or listeners that come in on the show on the archive. I mean, you can go and you can see it, and they're still, and again, I cut down immensely on the Saturday night show because I was trying to get in 2 requests for many of my regular listeners, but I can't do that anymore. I got to rely on one. And this show, if I see you in the chat room there, I'll play your record. I think that's probably the best way to do it. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. Fill a request now for Ivar Shiva in our YouTube chat room. Some cool records you requested there, Ivar. And this one I really, really like, so I said I got to get this one on because I love this tune. Of course, this was a record that my aunt purchased back in I just had your cheat sheet here. Here it is. In early 1966, this record released in January of 1966, and we feature him quite often here on the Vinyltreasure show. And he was born in Nashville, Tennessee, but he was raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and he was a member of a vocal group called the Future Tones. I think maybe while he was in the service, possibly, maybe, because that's a rare 45 that you can hear on my Saturday night show on the Tress label. But he started a solo career in 1965, and he signed with the Rick Tick Records out of Detroit, okay? And he had 6 releases on the label. This is his 3rd release. His real name was Charles Hatcher, okay? But he would change it to Edwin Starr with 2 R's, Edwin Starr. And this charted number 48 on both Billboard and Cashbox. Big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WJLB or WCHB in Detroit. Also, WTAC up in Flint, Michigan by you, Daryl. Let's go to January 1966 by request for Ivar Shiva in our YouTube chat room. Edwin Starr and his tune called Stop Her on Sight, SOS for Ivar. Here you go.
I'm sending out an SOS because I'm in so much distress. And if you see my baby, stop on sight. Yes, I am. From Maine to Mexico. Hey, now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the FBI. I might she talks, and you can tell her by the way she smiles. I guarantee you it will drive you wild. So if you see my baby, if anybody sees my baby, stop on sight. Yes, I am, 'cause I miss my baby so. Hey, now, I don't know where she's gone, but I want you to stop my baby. Stop her on sight.
There you go. That one there by request for Ivar Shiva in our YouTube chat room. That's a great sound of Edwin Starr. Edwin Starr, his third release, third of six for the Rick Tick record label, released in January of 1966. Stopper on Sight, SOS. What a great tune that is that you requested. I never get tired of that. I can still have my aunt's copy that is, the grooves are white, and that is styrene. They should have. I don't know why Rick Tick. I've never seen a vinyl Rick Tick. Okay, they don't exist. They don't exist. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's fill a request now for let's see, yeah, Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. And I like this record too. Which one side? We're going to play both sides of this. Okay. And this gal, originally from Miami, Florida, she had 10 releases for the Soundstage 7 record label. And this is her third release. This is her third release for the Soundstage label. This tune written by Mabel Ferguson, produced by JR Enterprises. Okay, I think this is the B-side of the 45. This is the B-side. We'll hear the B-side first, Frank and Jerry, then we'll play the A-side. So that's how Charlene's got it here from November 1968. Let's give a listen to Ella Washington. I think Bust the Bass, you may have requested, I think, the flip side of this. So we'll play that. But let's do the, I guess the more of the medium size tempo first. November 66, Ella Washington on Soundstage 7. This is going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. It's called You're Gonna Cry, Cry, Cry. Ella Washington. Here you go.
You gonna do
There you go. That one there by request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. That's Ella Washington. Ella Washington from November 68. On the Soundstage 7 record label, He Called Me Baby. And I mentioned there that that one was, what did I say, J.R. What did I say? I said it was J.R. Enterprises, right? J.R. Enterprises, that is a John R. or John Richborg. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Bust the Bass. He was a DJ, WLAC, out of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm sure he was spinning that 45, but we're going to flip it over because Frank requested the flip side. I'm sorry. That was, it's not He Called Me Baby. It was You're Gonna Cry, Cry, Cry. I'm going to play the flip side of it. So Johnny G messing up here. I wrote that note on the wrong line. But this is real radio, folks. You know, Johnny G is, I make a lot of mistakes here because I'm a retired accountant. What could I tell you? Just playing my records. But let's do we're doing the flip side here because Frank requested the flip side. We'll also send it out to Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. And this is the intended A-side. This charted number 92 on Cashbox, 77 on Billboard, 36 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number 5 record on WRFC in Athens, Georgia. And Candy Staton also recorded this tune, I think, in 1971, right, Mark Speck on the Fame label. Let's go to November of 68. For Frank and Jerry Gingaro, also for Bust the Bass, Ella Washington, and the tune is called He Called Me Baby. Ella Washington, here you go.
Used to hold and kiss me till the dawn. Then one day I awoke and he was gone. There's no more baby, baby, all night long. He called me baby. Just come on back home. Call me baby, baby, all night long. He called me baby, oh baby, all night long. Yes, he did. Held me up so high and made me strong. Just like a song, I hear my baby, baby, all night long. Oh, I hear my baby, oh baby, all night long. He held me up so high and made me strong. Be alone. Oh, baby, all night long. The man held me up so high, and I wanna tell you that made me strong. I can still hear my baby calling, baby, baby.
There you go. What a great ballad that is by request for Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat. And also send it out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat. Ella Washington, powerful voice there. She's got a November 1968 release on the Soundstage 7 record label. He Called Me Baby is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your baby DJ here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. As the Bengals they lost their quarterback. Well, that's what you get when you don't have a decent offensive line there. He's out for like 3 months. We'll see what this other guy can do. They narrowly beat that Jacksonville Jaguars team, but I don't know who they're playing. The Atlanta Falcons. I think they're playing this week. But we'll see what they do. I don't know. We'll see. John G might not watch anymore, but we continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. This singer originally from Beckley, West Virginia, but would relocate to Detroit, Michigan in the late 1950s. His real name was Dwight D. Turner. Okay, but you know him as Spider Turner. I think he spelt it a couple ways, like the spider, I think, originally, and then he kind of changed it to S-P-Y, I guess. I don't know if I would want to be called Spider with a S-P-I, but I don't know. Maybe it kind of gives you a little bit of a bite to it. But first recording back in 1966 on the Good Time record label. That's a great record that I found in the wild for 10 cents. It's got some label stains on it, but it's a great record, I have to say. I should have pulled that out to play too. But he signed with MGM Records, had 4 releases on the label. His biggest hit, you may know, was a cover of the Benny King tune called Stand By Me. But let's give a listen to the follow-up to that. But I think this is the B-side of the record, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a tune written by Clay McMurray, produced by Arnold Geller, and arranged by Dennis Coffey and Mike Theodore. Let's go to March of 1967 for Mr. Spider Turner on the MGM label for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. It's called Don't Hold Back, Spider Turner. Here you go, Gary, for you.
Come on!
There you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Spider Turner. Spider Turner on the MGM record label. A song entitled Don't Hold Back. What did I say that was? That was his first, well, no, that's his second release, is the number second of 4. Let us continue here. Let's see. This is an Edmund Williams request. And I'm looking here. This should be on page CD. That's 4. That's 3. And that a groove. That's not the one. Charlene is on page 4. How come I don't see this? Looking for this record here. It's James Brown and his famous Flames, okay? And how come I don't see it? Page 3, page 4. Maybe I didn't print it out, Charlene. Is it listed on the sheet? But anyway, we're gonna listen to it. It's called I'll find it. It's James Brown and the Famous Flames, okay, on the King record label. It's called Oh Baby Don't You Weep. This is part 1. I don't know where the write-up is here. I don't see it unless JohnnyG's going blind. But let me play it for Edmund Williams, James Brown, and the Famous Flames from, I think this is 1964. Here we go.
Sometimes I go and get a little tough now. Oh, baby, don't you weep. When the time get hard and the friends get few now. Oh, baby, don't you weep. No one to turn to and nothing to do now. Oh, baby, don't you weep. You scream and you holler. Oh, baby, don't you weep. Your back is soaking wet now. Oh, baby, don't you weep. You still love him so much. Oh, baby, don't you weep. And still, you can't forget now. Oh, baby, don't you weep. Scream and you holler. Your back gets soaking wet. You know that you still love him. Still you can't forget. You know it's so time is hard. Nowhere to go. No one to love. Tried everything you know. And baby, don't you weep. I want you to play a little softer now. You know, a friend of mine told me one time. I think it was back in 1959. He said, darling, you send me. He said, if you call me, I'll come running back to you. And another friend of mine told me, he said, if you need me, call me. See, I got a lot of friends in my business. And another friend of mine, he told me, you better stop dogging me around now. And a recent friend of mine, he came up, and you know what he said? It's too late.
There you go. The sound of James Brown. I did find it, Charlene. Thank you for that. And it was right under David Vielma's request. There you go. January 1964 release there. Mr. James Brown and his famous Flames, Oh Baby Don't You Weep, Part 1, was a song he wrote. That charted number 23 on Billboard, number 4 on the R&B chart. Now, was that a... do you think that was a real audience behind him there? Was that a real... was that... You think that was a fake audience? Or you think it was a real audience? I don't know. Sometimes it'll say on the label, it doesn't say. It just says vocal with orchestra and vocal group. Sometimes it'll say like recorded live, like if you what was it, the Rainbow, you know, the song, the second edition of Rainbow by Gene Chandler on Constellation. It was recorded live somewhere I think in Chicago or wherever, and you hear everybody screaming in the background, because sometimes they added that in, which I thought was kind of, it's not really good when they add it in, maybe for the real thing, but I never really, not that I would like to, you know, the crowd in the back is distracting for Johnny G. But anyway, let us continue here for a Wednesday evening. I'm looking for a Graylin request, and this is page 5. His is on page 6. I have 9 pages of requests here for you guys and gals. And this is a request for Grayland and, yes, Mr. Bobby Bland, the singer from Rosemark, Tennessee. First recording for Modern Records back in 1952. But he would sign with Don Robey's Duke Records. Okay, would have about 55 releases on the Duke label. And this one, this is, wait a minute, Charlene, there's no chart action on this one? There's got to be chart action on this one. But this is from November of 1961, okay, on Duke Records. I know this record charted, Charlene. Bobby Bland going out to Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. It's called Turn On Your Love Light. Let's give a listen to Bobby Bland on the Duke label. Here you go, Graylin.
Without a warning, you broke my heart. You took it, darling, and you tore it apart. You left me sitting in the dark crying. You said your love for me was dying. I'm begging you, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby, baby, please. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. And I wanna know I get a little lonely in the middle of the night. I need you, darling, to make things all right. Come on, baby. Come on, please. Come on, baby. Baby, please. Turn on the light. Let it shine on me. Turn on your love light. Let it shine on me. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm begging you, baby. I'm down on my knees. Turn on the light. Let it shine on me. Turn on your love light. Let it shine on me. I feel all right. I feel all right. I feel
There you go. That one there by request for listener Grayland in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of... He wasn't Bobby Blue Bland on this one. Actually, we had Charlene research that he would record as Bobby Blue Bland, and this was his... wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's not that one, Charlene. I lost it here. What happened to it? Johnny G lost it. I lost it. Sorry, I lost it. But anyway, there you go. That one there for Graylin. Is it on this page? Page 5. It's page 6. 6. Is this it here? I got so many things. I gotta like color code these things. Yeah, Turn On Your Love Light. So that's November 1961. Well, thank you, L.A. Arch. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. And I appreciate all that. Thank you, really, Arch. November 61, Bobby Bland on the Duke label, Turn On Your Love Light. And let me see. We don't, he would drop, okay, he dropped the blue. Well, it couldn't be in 62 because on this release, he's Bobby Bland, unless it came out as Bobby Blue Bland. So I don't know what happened there, Charlene. That can't, wherever you got that information, it ain't correct. But there you go. That's for Graylin. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener George Chestnut in our YouTube chat room. And George was the first person my mother saw it. Okay, that George was the first one to enter the chat room. And he requested a B-side, okay? And this is the B-side to a hit for Marvin Gaye. We go back to Detroit. This is his 13th release for the Tamla record label. The A-side is actually a cool tune. It's called How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. But on the flip side, and this is on the LP, I think Berry Gordy put on here, it's on the LP of the same name of the A-side. But the flip is a cover first done by another Motown artist, the Marvelettes, recorded this tune first. And this tune written by Holland Dozier Holland, but this side did chart. This charted in Baltimore on WWIN, was a number 24 record. I guess they were spinning both sides of the disc in Baltimore because Marvin Gaye was a big act in November of 64, was really a top act for Motown at the time. But this is going out to George Chestnut. It's a B-side, Marvin Gaye on the Tamla label, his rendition of the tune, Forever. This is for George Chestnut. Here you go, George, for you.
Darling, forever, forever, you can break my heart. Forever, if you want to, I'll play the part of a fool.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to a George Chestnut. That is the B-side to How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You, as done by Marvin Gaye on the Tamla record label. Song entitled Forever, first done by the Marvelettes. And I wonder if they were backing him up on that. Or was it this? It maybe, to me, with Charlene, I don't know if you looked, probably Motown junkies might say who was backing them up. Maybe it was the Supremes. I don't know. It could have been, Diana Ross and the Supremes backing Marvin Gaye up on that. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show and fill a request now for a listener, Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. I'm looking for your write-up here, Joseph, because I wasn't, here we go. As I had to go into the... So here we go. This one here is going out to a Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies fan, in our YouTube chat room. This is on the Belltone record label out of New York City. And you may know this singer's biggest hit, okay, a song called Tossin' and Turnin', okay? But he had 8 releases for the Belltone record label. Lee Callahan's Belltone label, okay. This tune written by James Goldman and John Kander and William Golden, but this is actually from it's odd. It says on the label Twist Dance from the Broadway musical A Family Affair. So anybody ever see that musical? I guess what he did was this song was in that musical, A Family Affair, and it was far from being a twist song, okay? But Bobby Lewis made it into a twist song. This bubbled under at number 110 on the Billboard charts, but this was a big number 10 record on WOOK in Washington, D.C. Let's go to January of 62 by request for Oldies fan in our YouTube chat room, Bobby Lewis. Bobby Lewis on the Belltone label, and I guess his rendition of the tune, Mamie in the Afternoon, for Oldies fan, Bobby Lewis. Here you go.
Coffee in the morning,
Coffee in the morning,
supper in the evening,
supper in the evening,
but Mamie
da-da-da-da.
in the afternoon. You put sugar in my coffee,
Sugar in my coffee,
sweetens up my coffee,
sweetens up my coffee,
like Mamie
da-da-da-da.
does the afternoon. They say that love is better with the moon in the sky, but not for Mamie and me. We're together when the sun is high, from 1:45 to 2:45. Coffee is a pleasure,
Coffee is a pleasure,
supper is a pleasure,
supper is a pleasure,
but lunchtime
da-da-da-da.
can't come too soon. That brings Mamie in the afternoon. My Mamie. Oh, my sweetness. They say that love is better with the moon in the sky, but not for Mamie and me. We're together when the sun is high, from 1:45 to 2:45. Coffee is a pleasure,
Coffee is a pleasure,
supper is a pleasure,
supper is a pleasure,
but lunchtime
da-da-da-da.
can't come too soon. That brings Mamie in the afternoon. Oh, Mamie, in the afternoon. Mamie, in the afternoon.
There you go. That one there by request for Oldies fan in our YouTube chat room. That's Bobby Lewis, right? I said that right. He doesn't. You can't even see his name because they put it to the right. And let's see here. I lost. Where is his Malcolm stuff, 7, page 8. I had it here, and then I moved it because I'm looking for the next record. Where is it, Johnny? Here we go. Telling you, folks, need a bigger desk. That's Bobby Lewis there, January 62 release on the Belltone label, Maybe in the Afternoon, Mamie, M-A-M-I-E, in the Afternoon, and that one there from January 62. I want to check one thing on this record just for curiosity, because I run this Belltone label. There's some good records on this label, too, by the way. And I think, also, Eugene Pitt and the Jive 5 were on the Belltone label. They got some great records. And, Twist Dance from Broadway Musical, A Family Affair, with Joe Renee and the orchestra. I thought it would have something else. But anyway, there you go for Joseph Smith. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show and fill a request now for Bill Olb, okay, who will be my in-studio guest tomorrow. I'll read you the promo one more time after the record, but I forget where I picked this up, okay? But this group out of New York, they were called the Delvons, okay? And this is on a label called Wells Records. And in 1966, Fred Page sang with the group. Now, Fred Page, wasn't he a member of the Chanters, I think? Fred Page was with the Chanters, if I'm not mistaken. And also other members of this group were Fred Page, along with Earl Price, first tenor, Mickey Page, second tenor, Ray Johnson, baritone, George Fuller, guitar, and Ben Monroe is actually the lead singer on this, and it's a song that he wrote. Charlene's got it here. Fred Page was a member of the Chanters, but here he is with this group called the Delvons. This came out in June of 66 on the Wells label, going out to listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. The Delvons with Gone Forever. The Delvons. Here you go.
Oh, now I'm hurt so bad. Ain't got nothing to live for. This is the reason why. Oh, now my girl gone away. Won't be back at all. Oh, now when she left me, oh, I didn't really care. Oh, but all the pains, oh, and heartaches I go through, I'm sitting here, baby. Oh, I think of no one but you. My friends come, oh, giving their advice. Oh, they are so nice, but my little girl gone away and left me. Won't be back at all. No, I see the troubles I'm in. Oh, I think about the good time, baby, that we had together. Oh, yes, we were, baby, already now, in all kinds of weather. My friends would come, oh, now, giving their advice. Oh, they are gone away and left me. Won't be back at all. My girl, I'm calling on you, 'cause I ain't got no one else to call on. Will you come home to me, baby? Come home. I need to be more with someone else.
There you go. That one there by request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. That's the sound of the Delvons. The Delvons on the Wells label. That is Ben Monroe. He is on lead there, June 66. The Delvons with Gone Forever is the name of the tune. And Bill Olb will be my in-studio guest tomorrow, which is September 18th. Bill will be here from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow afternoon. And this is a program will be a special on rhythm and blues vocal groups and single artists from original studio recordings sessions of previously unissued songs or alternate takes from the 1950s and 1960s. The unissued tracks were later released on 45 RPM singles, album compilations, and CDs. Now, the program will feature many highly regarded artists with lesser-known recordings, which the record company management decided not to issue at the time of the session, for whatever reason it was. Now, the quality on many of the unissued tracks will be a treat for the listeners. Well, I think in general, well, because the Bill's records are in like pristine condition. I see Bill buy his records. He only buy if it was a rare record, unless it was like $1, okay, he would buy it. But Bill takes pride in buying clean records for his collection, which I think I kind of do that too, but I didn't do that when I first started. I was just buying everything. And a lot of the earlier collectors, a condition really wasn't an issue at the time. And sometimes you have to make that decision. I know I made some mistakes where, I bought a record that was, you would find possibly later. It was funny. Steve Probst in his that collecting records book that he put out in the 70s, or that I read, which was my Bible of record collecting back then. He would say, don't buy this record in VG minus condition because there were big hits and they were pressed. But sometimes you can't find clean hits nowadays either. So when you get a chance to purchase records that are clean, especially if they're cheap, I mean, and what's cheap nowadays? $2, $3 maybe, if you can find it. I think cheap will be $10 as far as Johnny G is concerned. I'm babbling on here, but let us continue. So tune in to Bill Olb tomorrow afternoon, and we are in anticipation for Bill arriving here tomorrow. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Record Ralph in Syracuse. I bought this record. Greg Surik sold me this 45 for $300. It was not a styrene copy, so I was glad to get the stock copy of it, and it's in nice shape too. But Record Ralph requested this gal from Washington, D.C. This was her debut single on Berry Gordy Jr.'s MOTOWN record label. The song written and produced by Smokey Robinson, and this is the intended A-side with the uncredited Miracles backing her up. And the original title of this tune was pulled back, and it was called Goodbye Cruel World. Berry Gordy Jr. thought that was a little bit too harsh to put that on the record, so he changed the title from Goodbye Cruel World to Goodbye Cruel Love. And it's a great two-sided 45. I used to blast this in my my Cutlass Supreme. I made CD recordings, and I would want the people, when you come to a red light, and I'd say, they don't know this record, I'm going to play it loud. And I used to pull into the gas stations on Route 17 in New Jersey when I used to come home from Sony Music. They had the back offices over by Medieval Times. So I pulled into the gas station. The guy goes to me, I'm playing records like this. He goes, "Where are you getting these records? These are really good, man. Where are you getting these records?" And when I was in Newark, when I was working in Newark, New Jersey, in the parking garage, so there was an older guy there, okay? And he goes to me, he says, "Yo, man, where are you getting the 5 keys?" I said, "Are you sitting in my?" He was sitting in my car. I said, "You know what? I don't care if you want to sit in my car and run and turn the ignition on, but don't use the gas." I mean, I'm driving from Westchester County to Newark, and because he would be. I found candy wrapper. I said, "What are you doing in my car?" I said, "Look, I'll make you a copy of the CD, okay?" Because they would have to move the cars when you would pull into this parking garage. I would go downstairs, okay? So they say, "We want the Cadillacs downstairs." So I would go downstairs, and I said, "Please watch, don't scratch because they had concrete columns that I'd have to go and I'd have to check, and they'd have to move your car from one side to the other side." That's what these guys would do. You drop it off, they take your car. So I said, I forget the guy's name, but I think I gave him a present for Christmas, and I think he gave me, I don't know what he gave me. He gave me a card. He said, "Boy, your record sound," and he was listening to my shows, really, because I was recording back then, doing the shows, and he said, "You got the greatest music that you're playing." I was kind of like thrilled when he said that, and I gave him a bunch of the shows, so I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, let us give this a spin here for Record Ralph in Syracuse, Miss Linda Grinder. Linda Grryer. Charlene, you got a D in here? No. Linda Grryer. Yes, she did it correctly. Thank you, Charlene. January 63 on the MOTOWN record label for Record Ralph. It's called Goodbye, Cruel Love for Ralph. Here you go.
Goodbye, cruel love. I can do without you. Goodbye, cruel love. I ain't gonna worry about you. I got to move on. Yeah, yeah, I got to move on. I'll go my way, yeah, leaving you behind me. Gonna go someplace, yeah, where you'll never find me. I've got to move on. Yeah, yeah, I've got to move on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You never should have dropped me. Now I'm leaving you behind. Oh, now don't you try and stop me. I've got to move on. Yeah, yeah, I've got to move on. Goodbye, cruel love. You had to go desert me. Goodbye, cruel love. Now that you've hurt me, I've got to move on. Yeah, yeah, I've got to move on. Yeah, yeah, I've got to move on. Moving on down the line, leaving you far behind. Move on, I got to move on. Move on, I got to move on.
There you go. Sound of Linda Grryer. Not Grinder. We'll make sandwiches later on, but there you go. I like that record there. I do. January 63, Linda Grryer on the Motown record label, Goodbye Cruel Love. That was a number 13 record, by the way, on WEBB in Baltimore, Maryland. And I guess with her next release, though, I think Mark Speck mentioned it in the chat room there, she would record as Lynn Roman. Okay, and she has some really cool tunes on the Mercury Dot, Brunswick, and other labels also. But, I like the flip side of this record. Johnny G is going to make a selection here. Okay, I'm going to flip this 45 over because I like the flip side a lot also. Okay, who wrote this side? Smokey Robinson. I mean, I'm telling you, he really was pumping out the tunes for many, many years for the Motown Empire. And let's flip this over. Johnny G's selection. The flip side was for Record Ralph in Syracuse. I'm flipping it over here. January 63, Linda Grryer. Linda Grryer, a B-side here on the Motown label, the B-side to Goodbye Cruel Love. The song is called Envious. Linda Grryer. Here you go.
Envious. Why should she be so envious? She says that I've got diamond rings and furs and things, and even though it's true, still I'm blue, so envious. I can't see why she's envious, 'cause even though I've got the things that seem so real, she doesn't know how blue I feel, 'cause she's got you. It's so strange how things turn out, how funny life can be. I envy her 'cause she has you, and now I find out that she envies me. Envious. She's such a fool to be envious, 'cause I would gladly trade the things that I possess for just one kiss, one sweet caress from you. Which goes to show that I envy her too. I really do envy her too. I really do envy her.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. I like that record a lot. Those are Miracles backing her up on that side too, by the way. And that is not a good trait to have. Envyism. That is not. That's the word, right? Envyism. No, to envy somebody else is not good. It's not good. But anyway, there you go. Linda Grryer there, a.k.a. Lynn Roman, January 63. Johnny G's selection, Envious, is the name of the tune on the Motown record label, being backed up by the Miracles, uncredited on the label there. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. We got to get this one in for UK listener David Dallison. David, thank you for your informative emails. Again, David Dallison, a listener in the UK, listens on the archive, and he requested this trio, this gal trio from Los Angeles, California, and they were named after Eddie Holland, They were named by Eddie Holland for his favorite ice cream flavor. Okay, I didn't know there was a flavor by this name. Okay, and he signed them to Eddie and Brian Holland and Lamont Dozier's Hot Wax label, which is out of Detroit. Now, after seeing them perform on the Andy Williams show in 1968, well, really, so what did they do? They just must have gone on the Andy Williams show just to sing, and then he signed them, I guess. Okay, that's how it works. Now, this group included Carol Willis, Shelley Clark, and the lead singer, Edna Wright. Okay, Edna Wright is the younger sister of Darlene Love, okay? And, of course, their biggest hit, which I think that, David, you also requested, which is a record I bought back in 1971, a song called Want Ads. Okay, but this was their first of 13 on the Hot Wax record label. This tune written by Edith Wayne, which is an alias, really, for Eddie Holland. That was an alias for him? Okay. And again, and why would they, was he the only one, Charlene, or did the other guys? Yeah, they're aliases here, I guess. Okay. And the other one, too, you got Dozier, Holland, and Ron Dunbar, so I don't know. But anyway, but let me tell you before I play this record what happened. So my younger brother, which would be, I don't know if it was Michael or Bobby. I have a brother that's 10 years younger than me and a brother that's 12 years younger than me. So I was the oldest sibling, and one day, I think one of them got into one of my record boxes, okay? And I was like, the records were all over the floor. Now, I have them sleeved, okay? And this was a long time ago, because they were small. What are they now, 50 years old now? No, Bobby's 10 years younger than me, so he's 57, or he's going to be 57 in November. So anyway, I come home from work, I guess, and I'm like, what are these records doing on the floor? Some were out of the sleeve, and my father tiled the floor, right? So I couldn't find them all. I'm like, where are these other records? And I was not a happy camper. So anyway, one day, like months later, they moved the refrigerator out for some reason, and lo and behold, my missing records, I was like, what did you do with these records? So the record got like trashed. Even, I think it has a hairline crack in it too, and there's a little chip at the edge, so I'm kind of like worried to play this. So they destroyed this record, and I'm not one to leave the records around for your younger brother to get and play around with, because I was not happy. I should actually bill him for this record to buy me another one. I thought possibly I had extras, because I went down in the basement and I found a vein of Hot Wax records. All their multiple copies of the Honeycombs records, Want Ads with that flame on it, and also on the multicolor label, all these other 100, what is that group? 100 Proof, Aged in Soul, all the other records by them, other group singers on this, but I couldn't find this one, which kind of pissed me off. But we're going to play it for David Dallas in May 1969. This is the debut single for the Honeycomb. Edna Wright on lead on the Hot Wax record label for David Dallison. It's called While You're Out Looking for Sugar. There's another thing. No, it's a question. Is it a question? Yeah. It's called While You're Out Looking for Sugar. Why, that doesn't sound like a cool... Yeah, but that's what it's called. While You're Out Looking for Sugar with a question mark. Here you go. For David Dallison. Excuse the condition, folks, okay? Plus, a double down because it's styrene. Here you go.
Night after night, sitting all alone while you're in the arms of someone else.
There you go, scratches and all there. That one there going out to David Dallison in the UK. That's the sound of she's got a great voice. I mean, she really does. And that one there called The Honeycomb. The Honeycomb from May 1969. It's on the Hot Wax record label. Their first record, While You're Out Looking for Sugar. Now, why put the question mark out there? That doesn't, it's like not a question. I don't know. But I apologize for the condition on that. There you go. Leonard Mancini says it is a refrigerator record. I guess we can call that. Now, this record, okay, which is a request for Evan Blatt. He sent me 3. This was the third one that I held on to see. I think Evan's in the chat room here, so we'll play it. Now, the problem with this record is I found this at the bottom of a... and this was I got for 5 cents, so I'm not going to complain. But it was, look at what happened to this record. It was in the bottom of one of those plastic crates, you know, that the milk carton crates that you find. So I went to the Yonkers Raceway Flea Market, which I used to go to in the late 1970s all the time. So I go there and I'm asking for their records, and you know, I'm looking through, and these records were trashed. So it was like they're 5 cents a piece. I couldn't find anything. This was at the bottom. I was like, what did you do to this record? I mean, did you put rocks on it or something? It got wet. And this is, you don't want to get ABC Paramount promos wet, because on some of those paper, the white paper, it runs. Okay, so you got to be careful with some of the papers when you clean your records, okay? Even if you use the spin clean, okay? Because sometimes, because I do it, I got it down pat. You don't want to fill the basin up too much, because if you wet the labels like Doré records or Dice records, you're gonna bleed. The label will bleed, okay? It kind of like gets washed out. Water just kind of dissolves the color. But anyway, it's a great record. Okay, this group is out of Philadelphia. It's actually South Philadelphia for this group. This is also a trio. The members of this group were Salome Bay, Melvin Wright, and Ike Smith. Now, previously, those 3 guys were members of the Daytons that recorded for the Norgo label back in 1959. And I've played that record on my 50s show, a song called King of Broken Hearts. But they also recorded for Johnny Madera and David White as the 3 Jokers in the fall of 1964 on the Mercury label. And then in February of 66, okay, with a release on Frantic Records called Find My Baby. And this was their very next record, a tune as the 3 Strangers. This was produced by Leroy Lovett and Frank, what is that? Bendielli? Okay, this tune written by Leon Huff and Cindy Scott. Let's go to May of 1966 by request for Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. The 3 Strangers on ABC. It's called I'll Be All Right. This is for Evan. Excuse the pops, folks. Here you go.
You broke my little heart.
You broke my heart.
You tore it all apart.
You told me
You and your fancy walking self.
that's it.
You and your fancy talking
Talk
self.
too much.
Ran around with every guy in town. Girl, you really tore me down. But as long as I got baby, as long as I got faith, don't you know that I the street you be. Never caring about poor little me. But as long as I got faith, yeah, yeah, as long as I got faith, don't you know that I'll be alright. I know that I'll be alright. Yes, I will. Yeah, as long as I got faith. Yeah, yeah, as long as I got faith. Don't you know that I'll be alright? I know that I'll be alright.
That's I like that record a lot. Well, listen, it's worth 5 cents in that condition, I guess. I usually don't play records like that in that condition, unfortunately. But I don't know what that record sells for now. I really should splurge for an upgrade of that record, but it's because it's a great one there. But those are the Three Strangers. That one there by request for Evan Blatt, May 1966. On the ABC Paramount record label. I'll Be All Right is the name of the tune. My father says that all the time. I say, are you okay? He goes, I'll be all right. I said, well, stop crying. You don't need to cry. You don't, because he does often, but he was good today. I have to say he was. I'm telling you, each day, I take each day as it comes here at the Galindo home. Let us continue here on a Wednesday evening. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our first show of the week. I will be on tomorrow afternoon with my special guest host, Bill Old will be here doing his, what, Bill, you've done this is the 5th special here, and he will be doing another one too, folks, so stay tuned. We will announce it tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday night, so if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com, and if I have the 45, I'll play it, but I need them early this week because I got some things to do on Saturday. It's going to kind of put me up against the wall. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room as we go to the Dimension record label. You're familiar with the Dimension label. Probably, what do you say the biggest hit on that label was? The Locomotion by Little Eva, possibly. The Cookies, okay, had some big hits on the label, or hits you should know, like Don't Say Nothing Bad About My Baby, but I don't think this song was a hit. Malcolm requested the Spandells, Spandells, and this tune produced by Gene Red. It's arranged by Leroy Kirkland, who also wrote it together with Lee Valentine, Lee Valentine, she must be the lead singer on this, possibly, Charlene. Because wasn't she a member of the Hearts, I think? Possibly. This one here charted number 38 here in New York City. You would think so because it is a New York on the charts from November 64 by request for Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Spandells on the Dimension label. Maybe it's a guy. I'm sorry, these are not girls. It's called, I don't know why I thought this was a girl. It's not. The Spandells with Say No. Well, maybe it is. Say No Girl. It is a girl group. I'm sorry. For Malcolm.
Takes you out on things and brings you home too late. Say no, girl.
There you go. That one there by request for Malcolm Baumgart. That's the sound of the Spandells. Did I say that right? And that's a girl group sound there. The Spandells. What I lost my place here. Johnny G losing it today. Big time. From there we go. From that one there from November 1964 on the Dimension label, Say No Girl is the name of the tune. I bet you that's Lee Valentine. I'm getting confused with Leslie Valentine, possibly. Johnny G losing his mind here on a Wednesday evening, but let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat. Avatar, I didn't know you were a big Dark Shadows fan. It was funny. My high school classmate, I should say, Robert Neal, is a big. I don't have time to go to the Dark Shadow events, and they're right here in my backyard too. But I don't have time to go. But I did buy the. I like the. I used to watch it when I used to come home from school back, 1967, 66, whenever. But Robert Neal got into it. And he's the one that goes to all the events, and he's even gone to other ones that are out of New York. And I used to get the invitation because I was buying those MPI videos, because I have the videos. I would love to have them on DVD though. But anyway, so I didn't know you were a big fan, but I asked him if he knew you, and he said that he didn't know you personally, but he did know of you at those events. So that is pretty cool here that you are tuned into the program tonight. But we're going to fill a request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. And he asked for a B-side to a Drifters tune. Okay, this was their 33rd release for the Atlantic record label. And the A-side was a song called Under the Boardwalk, okay? And this group of drifters at this time included Rudy Lewis, Gene Pearson, Abdul Samad, Johnny Terry, and Charlie Thomas. Now, Charlie Thomas is the lead singer on this tune here. It was written by Bert Burns and Jerry Wexler. It was also produced by Bert Burns. This charted number 3 on WEBB in Baltimore, Maryland. Interesting that the B-side did so well. This is from June of 64 by request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. The Drifters with I Don't Want to Go On Without You for Avatar. Here you go, The Drifters.
It's so bad to be alone. Oh, baby, come home. I need you. Yes, I do now. My room is so blue. I keep seeing your face. Oh, every place. Here in the gloom of my lonely room, I hold her handkerchief and smell her sweet perfume. Oh, I can't stand to live on without you. Oh, my darling, hear my plea. Come on back to me. Here in the gloom
There you go. That one there by request for Avatar, Charles Ellis in our YouTube chat room. And that song, what did I say? That was in what was the let me see here. Where was the thing here? They did this tune in memory of let's see, scroll up here. Johnny G drawing a blank here. Well, you people type so fast. I'm looking. Who was the I lost it here. Let me see. Avatar. Let's see that one there. So who Rudy is that was in memory of Rudy Lewis. Somebody typed it here. I'm trying to see who did that. I want to give credit to the person who said that. Who said that here? Johnny G looking. I see all these things here with Rudy Lewis. Okay, Reed, thank you. So no, Rudy Lewis he passed away. That's correct. So evidently, this song was a tribute to the late Rudy Lewis that passed away. That's interesting that they did that. He died. Malcolm, you mentioned it. The day prior. That's interesting. That is, but that's a great record, I have to say. Those are the Drifters there. A song entitled. I'm waiting for the copyright police to go away. Johnny G, you were messing up here. I Don't Want to Go On Without You. There you go. June 1964, The Drifters. That's the B-side of Under the Boardwalk there on Atlantic Records. And that one there going out to listener Avatar. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we're going to do another instant request for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. No, I don't have time. I cannot. Thank you, Buster Bass, for that nice comment that you made. And I help my parents, because I can, and I want to, and I'm happy to have them at this stage of my life, because a lot of people don't have their parents for this long in their life. So I just, am glad that they're here. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Flipside request for listener Avatar. Let's go back to the Spandells here that I played for Malcolm Baumgart. From November 64 called Say No Girl. Avatar requested the flip side of the 45. It's called The Boy Next Door, okay? And I don't know if she's on lead. Leslie Valentine, possibly, I don't know. But here are the Spandells for Avatar in our YouTube chat room. It's called The Boy Next Door on the Dimension label, November 64. Here you go.
Joey takes me dancing and Billy brings me candy. And he's kinda cute, but he's a boy. All the silly, silly boys, they are such a silly boy. How I wish they really wouldn't hang around. Because I got a crush, gee whiz. What a crush.
Yeah, we got to call the lawyers on that one there. Those are the, whoops, let me just lower that a little bit. You know, it's with the microphone is too close to the speaker here. It kind of gets discombobulated there. But there you go. By request for Charles Ellis in our YouTube chat room, that is the sound of the Spandells. Kind of like stealing the song from the Shirelles, Foolish Little Girl. Sounds really close. I saw Malcolm made the comment that they could have sued them for that. And they, you know why they didn't? Because that record was probably the B-side and it was not a hit. But I'm sure if that was a hit, even if the flip side was a hit, that the Shirelles would have sued the Spandells for that. But that's November 64, the flip side of Say No Girl. It's called The Boy Next Door on the Dimension record label. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed. I'm just trying to find where it is. Can't be 4, it's got to be on 3. As the Spinners return here to the Vinyltreasure show. Can't be 3, so if it's not there, where is it? There it is. Page 2, Johnny. Yeah, here we go, because it goes from page 2 to page 3, gets cut off. But anyway, the Spinners return as we head back to Detroit, Michigan, and this is their second release for the Motown label. Which one did I play before? Their third, I think, but this was their second. This charted number 35 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 1 record on WKFR if you were listening to on Battle Creek, Michigan. And the female vocals in the background are known as the Andantes, okay? So this is from June of 1965 by request for listener Chris Reed. The Spinners on the Motown label. It's called I'll Always Love You. The Spinners. Here you go, Chris.
Though you're breaking my heart, taking my sunshine away, knowing that I'm to blame, darling, there's nothing that I can say. Darling, I've got to try, 'cause in my heart I know that I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. Darling, you have my love no matter where you go. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always love you, baby. Sometimes a man has too much pride to see, but losing your love, my darling, has opened my eyes for me. Darling, your going away hurts me more and more each day. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. Darling, you have my love no matter where you go. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always love you, Girl, you're leaving me behind. Girl, you'll never be out of my mind. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. Darling, you have my love no matter where you go. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always love you. Though the sun may burn out, though my plans may never turn out, girl, you know that I will be loving you till I die. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always
There you go, the great sound of the Spinners here as the copyright, Copyright police are hot on Johnny's tail. Johnny G's gotta speed up here. There you go. The Spinners there going out to Chris Greed there. A song entitled "I'll Always Love You." Spinners from June '65 on the Motown record label. I was going to play the flip side of that too, but I want to get this one in for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That he requested the Iceman. And what do I do with the page here, Johnny? I had it here. GH. Here we go. It's right down here. Oh, because it goes on 2 pages. You see, because what I do is when I print your list of write-ups out, I do one giant array, so it doesn't all line up right. So it'll kind of like print, like it'll run into the next page. So I have to find how they match. So that's how it get discombobulated. But anyway, James Brown requested the Iceman here. Of course, he first started as the lead singer of the Impressions back in 1958. But he would go solo in 1959, recording for the Abner label. And then he would move over to the parent label, VJ Records, in August of 1960. And his first release for VJ was a song called "He Will Break Your Heart." But he would have 27 releases for the VJ folks through 1966. Now, this was his 7th release for the label. And this one released in September of 1961. Okay, and this song written by Johnny Mercer and Henry Mancini, who did it first. I think the Henry Mancini Orchestra did it first in August of 1961. This one version released in September, okay, arranged by Riley C. Hampton. And this charted number 11 on Billboard, 14 on the R&B chart, and it was a big number 1 record on WNOR in Norfolk, Virginia, by request for James Brown, September 61. The Iceman, Jerry Butler on VJ Records, and his rendition of the tune Moon River for James. Here you go.
I'm crossing you in style someday. Dreammaker, you old heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me.
There you go, September 1961 release there for Mr. Jerry Butler, the Iceman there, his rendition of the tune Moon River. That one there going out to listener James Brown's Jerry Butler with Moon River from on the VJ record label. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Sue Levy. Haven't seen Sue Levy, so either he is checking in on the archive, but I have this record. I found this 45 for him to play here. This singer from Philadelphia, PA, first recording, I think, for Bruce Records. I have a 45 by him on the Bruce label, also releases on the Cameo label. He formed his own group called the Sonotones, okay, and he had a big hit in 1962 with Dee Dee Ford, a song called I Need Your Lovin' Every Day. You know that song? That was a big, I played it here. Somebody requested it here on the program. But I had two releases on Trude Heller, Gloria Toot, and Ed Townsend, True Glowtown label, which was out of Inglewood, New Jersey, okay? And this is a song he wrote. This charted number 126, this bubbled under on the Bubbling Under charts. It was a big number 6 record on WBEE in Chicago, Illinois. This was a dollar record for Johnny G. I told you I used to buy dollar records from my group harmony dealers. Well, I would get records like this for $1. July 1966, by request for Sue Levy, Don Gardner. Don Gardner on the True Glowtown label. And does your baby like to do this? My baby likes to boogaloo. This is for Sue Levy. Here you go.
She do the dance better than I do.
There you go. That one there by request for Sue Levy, who's going to probably check it out on the archive there. Copyright Police came out on that record. You know, Johnny G is walking on thin ice already because they've been out a few times here. I got to get them off me because if I play too many in a row, then they, and you know, the one thing we did figure out was once I get the blackout and then, you know, you wait because they're like, take it off, or we're not gonna. Your stream is temporarily blocked, is what they say. So I says, okay. They said I'm not taking it off. So once the record stops, they let it come back on. But once that copyright thing shows up again, they shut it down already. And I see it before you do, and so I see it show up there, and you might hear me say, "Uh-oh." Because I see it, because I am ahead of you guys and gals. But anyway, there you go. That is, yes, that is, I lost my place. For Sue Levy there, a song entitled My Baby Likes to Boogaloo. That's Don Gardner. Don Gardner from July 66 on the True Glow Town record label. My Baby Likes to Boogaloo. I don't know if Barbara likes to Boogaloo, but let us continue here. Let's do a flip side request. Reed King, did you request a, yes, okay. So let's go back to the Mr. Iceman there, the Iceman Jerry Butler from September 61 on VJ Records. We played Moon River for James Brown. Reed wants to hear the flip side, so we're going to play the flip side here. And let me see if I have the writer credit on this. Yes, Curtis Mayfield and Jerry Butler Pentune, okay? By request for Reed King in our YouTube chat room, the B-side to Moon River. It's called Aware of Love. Aware, A-W-A-R-E. Aware of Love. Jerry Butler for Reed King in our YouTube chat room, an instant request. Here you go.
I'm aware of love at last. I'm aware of love. I asked my papa not long ago now, what is love? And he said, oh, you have to find out for yourself. You cannot learn from somebody else, and someday you'll be aware of love. I said someday, if you live long enough, you'll be aware of love. Oh, but I was anxious and couldn't wait, and every little girl I took on a date told her that I really, really loved her. Vowed I'd never ever love another, but found it was just puppy love. I said I found, yes I did, it was just puppy love. One day I met you, I knew right then, girl, I had to get you, took you in my arms and I really kissed you. When you went away, child, you know I missed you, and now I'm aware of love. At last I have found true love.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. Yes, G-Dog, we are. And that one there, the Iceman, Jerry Butler there, the flip side of Moon River, song entitled Aware of Love. Nice tune there. And you can hear the Curtis Mayfield influence there on that tune. That one they're going out to a Reed King in our YouTube chat room. Great B-side here. Here's a rare girl group sound here. I remember buying this from Karen Efron. Do you know this record here? I bought this from Greg Surik a long time ago. I saw he had he had a copy in his collection. I didn't take it. Probably should have, but I left it there. But this is for Jim Lampley in Texas. Okay, where are you hearing this record, James? This is a rare record here. This is on C.A. Warren's Warren label, which is out of New Orleans, Louisiana. And the group is called the Fashionettes, Fashionetts, the Fashionettes. And this one released in June of 1969. I thought this was earlier than that. So I don't know. We're going to listen closely to this record. I think, so Charlene, was that a copyright that maybe I had? I don't know. Or did Ferdy Gonzalez have this in the disco file? Because I thought it was a earlier record. But let's give it a spin here. By request for Jim Lampley in Texas, June 69, the Fashionettes on Warren. It's called I Got Love, the Fashionettes.
I don't have money, diamonds or pearls. I don't have like the other girls, but as sure as the stars shine above, I got love. When I am sad and alone, and life joys seems all gone, but as sure as the stars shine above, I got love. Might not be well shaped with a pretty face, might not be fine with a small waist, but as sure as the stars shine above, I am certain I got love. I am not lonely, 'cause you are there. I'm not unhappy, 'cause I know you care. Just as sure as the stars shine above, I got love.
There you go. That is a obscure 45 there by request for Jim Lampley there in Texas. That's the sound of the Fashionettes. As where is, what did I do with your write-up here? The Fashionettes. That cannot be 1969, Charlene. Maybe the copyright is. I don't know, but that cannot be. That's probably more like 1965. What do you think? You think that's like more like 1965? I don't think it's like, it just doesn't sound like it. Fashionettes on the Warren record label, I Got Love. is the name of that tune. Let us continue. Here we are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. We'll try to get to the bottom of the hour here, as I have to prepare for my special guest, Bill Old, for tomorrow. And let's fill a request for Lee the G, okay? And I know that many of you like this artist out of Washington, D.C., and it was unfortunate that we lost him in a terrible accident on January 17th, 1970, okay? He was discovered by Bo Diddley back in 1956, and his first release was a song called Billy's Blues, which is a cool record. But he had 19 releases for the Chess record label, and this was his second release. Okay, came out in May of 1962. This charted regionally, number 9 on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. So we fill a request now for Lee the G, okay, for Billy Stewart. Billy Stewart on the Chess label from May 62. It's called, and I said my grandmother said, do not let anyone call you this. And I'm telling you, when they did, I got into a fight. I may have got my butt kicked, but they never called me the name again. But the song is called Fat Boy. This is Billy Stewart for Lee the G. Here you go.
Baby, here I am. Baby, here I am. You see, fat boy, that's me. Another man that's back in town. I met a girl. She sure looks sweet. She really knocked me off of my feet. When she said I was her pride and joy, and she was in love with the fat boy. Little girl, I want you to know that I love you. I love you so. Because you said I was your pride and joy, and that you're in love with the fat boy. Baby, here I am. Baby, here I am. You see, fat boy, that's me. Another man that's back in town. I thank you, Lord up above, for sending me a sweet little girl to love. And she even said I was her pride and joy, and that she was in love with the fat boy. It's fat boy calling you, darling. I said, here I am. It's fat boy calling you, baby. I said, here I am. It's fat boy calling you, girl.
There you go, by request for Lee the G in our YouTube chat room. That's a great sound of Billy Stewart. Billy Stewart, his second release for the Chess record label there, a song entitled Fat Boy. Did he write this tune? I just want to see if he did this here. It is, he co-wrote this with McDaniel, which is Bo Diddley. So there you go. They both penned that tune there. The other side's a good song, too, I think, Reap What You Sow, which is a great record. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Don't know, I think David Vielma is working, but I don't know if he's got me piped into his workplace. Maybe he does, but we'll play the record for him anyway. David, I hope you tune in on the archive here because he likes this tune by Little Anthony and the Imperials. Okay, this is on Don Costa's DCP International record label. And let me see, this was the... this one was a big hit for the group, charted number 15 on Billboard, number 8 on the R&B chart, and this was the number 1 record on WOOK in Washington, D.C. from July 1964 by request for David Vilma, the sound of Little Anthony and the Imperials. And I'm sure many of you have heard this tune back in 1964. It's called I'm on the Outside, parentheses, Looking In. Little Anthony and the Imperials for David Vilma. Here you go.
I'm on the outside looking in. On the inside with you, you are with somebody new, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'm still in love with you. In love with you. I'm on the outside looking in. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. Well, I guess I've had my day, and you let me go my way. Now it's me who has to pay. I never should have gone away. I never should have gone away. Like I did, with tears in your eyes. I thought you'd take me back, but now, to my surprise, I'm on the outside looking in. Gotta find a way back to your heart, dear. Once again, won't you take me back again? I'll be waiting here till then, on the outside looking in. Won't you take me back again? I'll be waiting here till then, on the outside looking in. On the outside looking in.
There you go. I think that's one of that is David Vilma's a favorite tune by Little Anthony and the Imperials there. So we're going to send it out to David Vilma there. The song is called "I'm on the Out." Is it yeah. It's called I'm on the Outside, and in parentheses it says Looking In. I think this is the second press read. I didn't want to play the styrene. This is at least vinyl, the silver. I thought it was cool. I never really saw the silver DCP International label, but that one there, a tune written by Teddy Randazzo and Bobby Weinstein, and from July '64. I'm on the Outside Looking In for David Vilma. Let us continue here. We are really well. Listen, if I can get through 15 minutes, it'll be a success here for a Wednesday evening. So let us try this here with this B-side here for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Now, last week I filled a request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room, the Delphonics. I played their hit, Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time? I played that actually on the, last week, September 10th for L.A. Arch. And Mark asked me to play the flip side of this tune. This tune written by Tom Bell and the lead singer of the group. His name is William Hart. This is arranged by Tom Bell. This was their 7th release on Stan Watson and Sam Bell's Philly Groove record label. Let's go to December of 1969 for the sound of the Delphonics. Delphonics on the Philly Groove record label. This is going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. It's a B-side. It's called Down is Up, Up is Down. The Delphonics for Mark Speck. Here you go, Mark. For you.
Just because you found another love and made a fool of me, I'll bet you that it's not so hard for me to get around. Looking up is down. If I say to you, I knew that you could never make me blue. And if I told you that the sky was brown, would you look up or down? Looking up is down. Looking up is down. Which way should I go? Do you know? Baby, hope you find yourself somebody, lots of la-di-da, di-da-di. Hope you find yourself. Hold your head up high, and when you miss me, don't you dare to cry. For when you left, there was no sweet goodbye. How bitter can you be? Looking up is down. If I said to you, I knew that you could never make me blue. And if I told you that the sky was brown, would you look up or down? Looking up is down. Looking up is down. Which way should I go? Do you know? Baby, hope you find yourself somebody, lots of la-di-da, di-da-di. Hope you find yourself. Looking up is down, which way should I go? Do you know? Baby, hope you find yourself somebody, lots of la-di-da, di-da-di. Hope you find yourself somebody, lots of la-di-da, di-da-di. Hope you find yourself somebody, lots of la-di-da.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. See, folks, my aunt taught me to flip over the 45s here. So, Arch, you got to flip over your 45s. I know you do. And there you go, the great sound of the Delphonics there going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room there. That is the B-side to Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time? That one there from 1969, December 69. Down is Up, Up is Down on the Philly Groove record label, and that is their William Hart on lead. Let us continue here. This was a 45 in my aunt's collection, and it's a request for listener Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This singer out of Houston, Texas, began his career with a couple of releases on the Fantasy label in the fall of 1963, but he has other releases on Imperial and, oh, darn it. Oh gosh, you're gonna try to get through with this one here. I knew it, folks. So it was gonna be, but we're gonna play this record anyway because Graylin, it's you're listening on the you're there. Graylin is there. He is tuned in. So we're gonna continue, Graylin. This was he would sign with Decca Records and in 1967, and this was his first of 5 for the Decca label. It's a song he wrote, and he produced it also. This charted number 84 on Cashbox, 63 on Billboard, number 21 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned into WIGO in Atlanta, Georgia, and WKLR in Toledo, Ohio. Let's go to June of 1967. This is going out to Graylin in the Oldies and More chat room, Mr. Leon Haywood. Leon Haywood on the Decca label. It's called It's Got to Be Mellow for Graylin.
It's got to be mellow. Got to be mellow. 'Cause my baby loves me, and I'm her only fella. Ooh, crazy about my baby. Crazy about my baby. And it's plain to see she's crazy about me. Crazy about me, yeah. She's got class and she's got style, a personality that drives me wild. She's not a put on and she's not make believe. She don't mind sharing love so that she may receive. She's mellow. It's got to be mellow. Yes, my baby's mellow. It's got to be mellow. And oh yeah, she's my baby and I love her. And I'm her only fella. And I place no one above her. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be mellow. It's got to be mellow. Got to be mellow. It's got to be mellow. 'Cause my baby loves me. She's my baby and I love her. And I'm her only fella. And I place no one above her. Ooh, crazy about my baby. Crazy about my baby. And it's plain to see she's crazy about me. She's crazy about me, yeah. She's crazy. She's alright. She's crazy. Love is uptight. She's mellow.
Well, there you go, folks. Those of you that are tuned into the program here, they're not going to let me continue here. It's very unfortunate that that is the case here. But anyway, those of you on Oldies and More Radio, you did hear that tune there. Great sound by Leon Haywood. I said that right? Yes, for that one there going out to Graylin there. A great tune there. And L.A. Arch, you said you have the 45. Leon Haywood from June 67, his first of 7 for the Decca label. It's got to be mellow. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection as requested by you, the listener. And if you have a request that you'd like Johnny G to play here on a Wednesday evening or even on a Saturday evening, it's the 1950 show. You can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. If I have the 45, I'll feature it. If it fits the format of the show, I will play it. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help as we move through here, and I can't believe we're almost at the end. Well, we're midway through September already. But please join me tomorrow afternoon. My in-studio guest will be Bill O. Bill O will be here to, he'll be playing his tunes that were unreleased till much later on by 1950s and early 60s vocal groups and R&B artists. So it'll be fun tomorrow afternoon. Johnny G, looking forward to it. Then I'll be back on Saturday evening. Let's close the show tonight. I'm going to test the waters here. I had this in the box to play for a while. Let me see who requested this here. I didn't show it to you. This this song, because actually I'm going to send this one out to YouTube also, but who requested this? Where is it? This was this is on the Imperial record label here, folks. Okay, this is a request for medium. No, I'm sorry. It's called for PH Joy. Okay, so PH Joy, you came into the chat room one evening. I haven't seen you since, but you requested this. You asked if I had this record, so I figured I'd say, you know what, I can play this on the Wednesday show. And this one here for PJ Joy. Let me see what write-up that Charlene has here. For this one, as a copyright police, they are out, but they're going to strangulate Johnny G in 1 second. FG, where is it? What page are you on? It's got to be here. Oh, here we go. So our closer tonight is by Fats Domino. Okay, Fats Domino on the Imperial record label. This is... Of course, you know he was out of New Orleans, Louisiana. He had 69 releases for the Imperial record label between 1950 and 1964. This is his 64th release that P.H. Joy requested. This song dates back, was first done back in 1944 as done by the Mills Brothers on the Decca label. But this did chart for Fats Domino, made it up to number 102 on the Bubbling Under charts, was a number 24 record on KTEM out of Temple, Texas. Where is Temple, Texas? Anyway, from April 1963, our closer, he was also known as the Fat Man. Fats Domino on Imperial Records, Mr. P.H. Joy. The song is called You Always Hurt the One You Love. That's our closer for P.H. Joy. That's going to do it, folks. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing and click that bell. All notifications is what you need to do, and also click a thumbs up if you dug what you heard tonight. Everybody stay well. I'll see you here next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here is Fats Domino. Here you go.
You always hurt the one you love. That's the one you shouldn't hurt at all. You always take the sweet is raw and crush it till the petals fall. You always break the kindest heart with the hasty word you can't recall. So if I broke your heart last night, it's because I love you more than all. The kindest heart with the hasty word you can't recall. So if I broke your heart last night, it's because I love you more than all.